Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
I think I won't be able to
Okay.
sing
Okay.
this time. Yes,
That's
thank you
fine.
so much.
That's fine. So, Nitya Mata, can you sing?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradari Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you. Beautiful. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Shapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Shahogana Raghunathar Nitang Tang Shajivam Shadvaitang Shavadhutam Purijana Shahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Shahagana Lalita Sri Vishakharanitamscha Namo Yang Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Pachatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpataru Vasyagrava Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanang Pavonebhya Vaishnavebhya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Premo Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha Panchatatmatmakam Krishnang Bhakta Rupa Sharupakam Bhaktabhatarang Bhaktaksham Nomi Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shirada Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shirade Vrindavaneshwari Vishavanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So today we will have our class until 8:10 or 8:15, and then after that we will have a questions answers. Anyone have any questions, so we'll discuss on it. So I try to wrap up by 8:10. Okay. So as you know, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Bangladesh. So that time, the last time we hear that after marriage, how many days later, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Bangladesh. So he's mentioning the day marriage took place, next day he decided and next day he left. Okay. I was just trying to bring some sloka. Okay. Shri Padmavati tato Basijato Jan Gaura Chandre Dekhislagha Korilo Nayan Shri Padmavati Tire Brahme Gaura Hare Shede Shobha Koto Hoilo Shicharana Dhare. So Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one side went to Bangladesh for preaching. Actually, is for his study. That time, we have a traveling toll. He is a teacher of Sanskrit grammar. So ultimately, that's not the primary reason he went. At that time, it is called Purva Banga. It's not Bangladesh. 500 years ago, 530 years ago, it's not Bangladesh. It is a Purva Banga. It is in India, Bharat Barsha. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went over there, so that time, Mahaprabhu went 2 times in Purva Banga. This is the first time he went to Purva Banga, when he actually delivered the mother Padma. And that mother Padma there, Pandavas doesn't went there, because she was scourged. Mother Padma was scourged. That's actually Ganges, scourged by a rishi. Then, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there, by simply touching his feet to Mother Padma, all the cords are go away, and that Padma was becoming a holy river. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, over there, he was distributing the knowledge. At the same times, he also giving some of the hymns of devotion, some, not complete. And this side, Lakshmi Devi, Lakshmi Priya, serving Mother Shachi very nicely. Patibrata Lakshmi Devi, Poti Gatpran, Anande Shachir Sheva, Kore Vidhan, Devotar Shadjo Kare Griho Sangmarjan, Dupadipo Naividya Gandho Malla Chandan. She is not only the serving to her mother-in-law, she also taking care of the temple, cleaning the temple, preparing everything for the artis, dhupam, incense, lamp, sandalwood paste, and items like, what things will go where, flowers, everything she preparing, cleaning. And Shachimata, when she saw the Lakshmi Priya doing all of those service, she was very happy. She was very happy. And Shachimata's loving affection was Lakshmi Priya. That Lakshmi Priya also is completely attached with Mata Shachi. But another side, she can't see the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then we all know, is mentioning, Biraho hoila murti, Sharpera yakar, Lakshmi Thakurani taha, Janilo yantar, Dongshileko Mahasharpa Lakshmi Racharane, Asto Vasto Hoya Shochi, Gune Mone Mone. So on that separations came as a snakes. And separation snakes ultimately bite to Lakshmi Priya, and Lakshmi Priya left her body. So when Lakshmi Priya left her body, that time Shasimata's crying, just crying and crying. So all neighbors, they came and they saw and they said, you know what, we have to keep her in, just giving a bath to the Mother Ganges, and we have to do all the samaskaras. So that time, some people saw the Lakshmi Priya, actually there is a chariot came, just stand up on the chariot and going back to Vaikuntha Loka. So not Vaikuntha Loka. আকাশ পথে রথ আনিল গন্ধর্ব হরি বলি দেহ ছাড়ি লক্ষ্মী গেলা স্বর্গ লক্ষ্মী অংশ কোন শক্তি বৈকুণ্ঠ চলিল দেখিয়া সকল লোক পরম বিহ্বল ইন্দ্রপুরী গেরা লক্ষ্মী আপন আলয় পরম লক্ষ্মী দূতি সর্ব লক্ষ্মীময়. So Lakshmi Priya Devi, one answer, one part went to heavenly planets, and another parts went to Vaikuntha Loka. Why is there two places? This side Mother Shachi are crying, thinking how I will face to Vishwambhar. How I will face to Vishwambhar, what I'm going to tell him. What I'm going to tell him. She's crying and crying and crying and crying, using so many words, how I will stay alone in my house. And my son went to foreign country, and he gave me the responsibility of take care of his wife. But I'm unable to take care of my daughter-in-law. How I will show my face to Vishwambhar? Mother Shachi are thinking that when crying. Just after a few days later, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back from Bangladesh. ঘরেতে আইলা প্রভু নানা ধন লইয়া মাতৃস্থানে দিলা ধন হরিষিত হইয়া. So he went for earning money. So he earned a lot of money. And he came to home and give all the money, how much he earned, give to mother's hand. When he gives to mother hand, and then he was paying obeisances to mother. But he saw that Shasimata is not talking. Shasimata are not talking. Then again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched Shachimata's feet to take her lotus feet dust to his head. Still Shasimatas are not talking. So that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asking to Shachimata, যে কিছু আনিল ধন মায়ে নিবেদিয়া ধীরে ধীরে কহে প্রভু বিস্মিত হইয়া কেন হেন দেখি তোমা মলিন বদন, তোমার মলিন দেখি পরে মোর মন। My dear mother, how much I earn the money, I all offer to you, but still I'm seeing the Molin Nayan, meaning, your face are so upset, so upset. I don't know what's happened to you. Oh, mother, can you please tell me what's happened? By seeing your face all like that, I cannot even handle myself. My hearts are broken to see you that pain. Please, please, please share what happened. এ বল শুনিয়া শচী গদ গদ ভাস, ঝড়ই আখের নীর ভিজে হিয়ারাস। কহিতে না পারে কিছু সকরণ কণ্ঠ, কহিল আমার বধূ গেল তো বই কুণ্ঠ। So Shachi Mata can't say anything. Shachi Mata just crying, crying, crying. But she have to say something. So that time, Shachi Mata very softly mentioning to be Shambhar. What can I tell you? My daughter-in-law just went to Vaikuntha Loka. After hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eyes got numb and water started dripping from his eyes. So that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioning to his mother, my dear mother, let me share you something with. Let me share something about Lakshmi Priya, who she is. Did anybody knows who is a Lakshmi Priya?
Satyabhama Prabhuji.
Satyabhama, okay. And anyone?
Is it Rukmini Mata?
Rukmini Mata, okay. And
Last
Prabhuji,
class
wha-
we had learned that she was Satyabhama Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
Right.
what is your question? I didn't get the question.
I said, who is the Lakshmi Priya Devi form?
Form. Okay.
The previous life, what is the Lakshmi Priya Devi are? So yeah, it is right, Satyabhama, but Lakshmi Priya have actually two identity in a one body. She is in a one form of Satyabhama, and what is the another form of it? So that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are disclosing to his mother, Shachi Mata. Listen very carefully. ইন্দ্রের অপ্সরা নিত্য করে এক কালে, দৈবের নিবন্ধ পদ স্থলন হইল তারে। So she have another form beside the Satyabhama. She was actually a Apsara in heavenly planets. So once the Apsaras are doing a dancing in assembly of demigods, but when she's actually dancing, somehow or other, her feet, her leg was slipped a little bit. And when you dance and your leg will be slipped, what's going to be happen? All the rhythm will be messed up. So seeing that, Indra got very angry. And when Indra got angry, that time Indra actually calls her. What Indra calls? পৃথিবীতে জন্ম গিয়া মানুষের ঘরে সাব দিয়া পুনদয়া বেল দেব রাজে। Sorry. Yeah. So সাব দিয়া পুনদয়া বেল দেব রাজে দুঃখ না পাইবে তুমি হইবে বড় কাজে। So when Indra, Devaraj Indra actually calls her that you will go to the earthly planet, but very later, again Devaraj Indra's mention, do not worry. You going to earthly planet, you will have to perform a very good job over there. And what is that job? That Devaraj Indra's mentioned. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is appearing in this earthly planet. When he appearing in this earthly planet, you will be becoming his wife. So now, my questions to all of you, is the Apsaras really got cause or Apsara actually got blessings? Jyoti Mata, what do you think?
She was actually blessed because it is said that even the gods, even the demigods really get jealous of the humans because we have the opportunity to meet Bhagwanji and to elevate ourselves to Krishna consciousness while they don't. So it's a blessing. I'm a little confused though, Prabhuji, that how can two souls exist in the same body? And also when you said that at the end of the material body, the seems like the two souls got split up and one went to Vaikuntha Lok, another went to Indralok. So how is that possible?
Okay, very good questions. Very good questions. So one thing we have to know, the Lakshmi Priya, Vishnu Priya, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are not like us. They can split themselves in hundreds of places because they are the spiritual power. So from the earthly planet, from the heavenly planets and Vaikuntha Lokas, it is merged together and becoming one. There is no two souls. Is a marginal Shakti. So on that, when their pastimes is over, then they will go back to on their directions.
So when Lakshmi Priya gave up her material body, she was thinking of Bhagwanji, right? So at that point in the Gita, it says that when you think of Bhagwanji, you're going to attain Godhead. So why did the Apsara return to? I'm sorry, I'm asking all these questions.
No, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
But why
your questions are very valid. That's you mentioned that jang vapi smarang bhavam tajantante kalevaram tam tameviti kuntya sada tadbhavavitar antakale cha mameva smaran mukta kalevaram ja prayati shamadbhavam yatrinatstatra nashamsayaha. You're talking about that verses.
Yeah.
That anyone remember Lord, he's not going to come back in this world, going back to the Godhead.
Yeah, so why did the Apsara return to?
That's what I'm saying. This is for us as a human being. The Apsaras are not a human being. Apsaras are come here to perform her job. She got a course by.
Got it.
As we see, the Ashtavarshus, when the Ashtavarshus, the 8 Varshus, they appear. 7 Varshus immediately, they appear and they left. Mother Ganges just take the baby and give it in the Ganges, they go back to their own planets.
Mhm.
So the cores, when they got cores, they come here and they go back from where they came. They'll go back there. And lords have a pastimes with, because Lord needs someone to create that pastimes for us.
Okay, got
That's
it.
why Indra said, you are going there because there is some work need to done. That's why they came. So it is
Got it.
completely different than human being. And that's thank you. Thank you to bring those questions, Mata. We really need to clarify those.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anyone have any concern on it? Or any questions?
Prabhuji, what was the name of the Apsara? By any chance it is written?
No, it is not written over here. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't say the name.
Okay, no worries, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So you're saying that the two different souls merged into one soul, became one soul?
Okay. First of all, when in the spiritual world, you are in a heavenly planets, Apsaras, you are in a above than heavenly planets in Vaikuntha. So that soul, they could be marginal potencies. 10 of different personalities can merge with one, and they act 10 different way. That's the performance of pastimes and helping to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They can do that. So that's is like a Vaikuntha Loka Satyabhama and the Apsaras is merged in one, came this earthly planet. Okay. Anyone have any more questions on that? So that time, yeah, Nitratha Mata?
Yeah, so Satyabhama is not Lord's marginal energy, right?
No,
She's not.
no,
She's
she's not.
the spiritual energy.
Right,
So she is not required to take a birth.
right.
But the heavenly
Apsaras.
persons they are marginal potency.
They are marginal potencies, but when they come for a very special work, they take birth, not an ordinary way, a different way. They appear, perform their pastimes, then they go back.
Okay, it's
They
just
didn't take birth from of the mother. Okay, they appear as a Vayu Garbha.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions on this topic?
It reminds me of the Leela of the Ajamil trees, where the trees get chopped down by Bhagwanji in the Damodar Leela, right? And then they, even though they touched Krishna Bhagwan, they didn't go back to Vaikuntha Lok. They instead went back to the heavenly planets where they came from. So I think I'm connecting finally. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, you got it. You got it.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there's so many of it. You can see, Jamal Arjun as Nalakuber and Manigriv you are talking about. Then you will see Dantabakra, Shishupal, Jagai Madhai. All the other demons. So that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mentioned, Shokna Koriho Mata, please, Don't be sad, mother. Don't be sad. As long she got the permission to stay in this earthly planet, she finished that. Now her time is over. That's why she went back to her own planets. So now, when Shachi Mata was hearing from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shachi Mata was so happy that, okay, I can make myself, that not to blame myself that I am the cause of her death. Ultimately, she went back to Godhead. Now, the Leela, the Leela have to go on, and that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starting, his activities in Nadia. But Shachimata's hriday, Shachimata's heart, are not that so happy. So what happened? Okay. হেনমতে নবদ্বীপে প্রভু বিশ্বম্ভর আনন্দে গয়ে দিন শচির কঙ্গর সুখে নিবাসয়ে বন্ধু বান্ধব সহিতে শচির হৃদয়ে দুঃখ ভেলো আচম্বিতে এই মন কথা মোর রজনী দিবস প্রকট বদনে কহি নাহিক সাহস. Shachimata is very upset. That's, I don't have my daughter-in-law in the house, and Nimai just came back and he's busy with the study. What to do? She's just thinking. So that time, one great Brahmana was thinking, I need the Supreme Personality of Godhead as my son-in-law. Anybody knows what is the father name of Vishnupriya's father name? No idea?
What
No,
was
I-
the question, Prabhuji?
Who is the father of Mother Vishnupriya Devi?
Some Mishra.
Some Mishra, yeah. What is the Mishra? Starting with S.
Jagannath Mishra.
That's the father of Vishwambhar. Right.
That is father of
Yeah,
Chaitanya Mishra.
Shrivan is right. Sanatan Mishra. So Sanatan Mishra are thinking, and same time he's not thinking, actually he was praying. He was praying to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My dear Lord, please, 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 you accept my daughter as your wife. When he was praying to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, let me give you some word that he used it. He using it that when that luck will come, the Supreme Personality of Godhead will accept my daughter's hand. I am the most luckiest person will be on that time who will get the opportunity to give his daughter's hand to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and who was performing pastime as a human being. During the Kanyadan time, I will get the opportunity. When that wedding take place, before bride entered to the mandap, what bride fathers do to groom? Let's hear from, Shivanidhi.
They touch the feet
They touch the feet. Touch the feet to whom?
of the groom.
Touch the feet of the groom. Okay. Vaishali, what else they do?
Can you repeat the question, Prabhuji?
I said, when marriages are taking place, when groom came to bride's house, and that time father of bride welcoming groom and taking him to the mandap. After taking him to the mandap, what he do?
They wash the feet with water, and they put gamcha on their shoulders, and they
Okay,
put
so
finger kumpum.
they welcome with a vastra, anga vastra, and then they wash their feet. Yeah, Vaishali is remember because it's not too old marriage life.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking, because otherwise that our all senior members, senior Grasta members, if I ask, they have to going to be go back to 20 years, 30 years before. That's what's happened. Yes. So Sanatan Mishra was thinking, I will not going to be have the opportunity to wash feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But if Lord accept my daughter's hand, then I will get that opportunity to serve directly with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So why bride father actually wash feet of groom? What is the reason? Jyoti Mata?
I don't know, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji?
No, I don't know either.
Okay. Difficult to remember, na? Long time of marriage life.
You're calling us old, Prabhuji.
No, that's not old. It's good, really, I want to become old.
Oh.
In America, everyone want to become old. In 67, you can get your Social Security.
Prabhuji, can I answer?
Yes, Rachana Mata.
I think they consider the bridegroom a form of Vishnu.
Okay, consider as a form of Vishnu. Okay. Nityaradha Mata?
Yes, Prabhu, I agree with that. They consider him as a form of Vishnu, so they wash his feet and give him respect.
Okay. Shivanidhi.
Same here, Prabhu. It's they're considered as like Narayan, and also I also have heard that because at old age, like the old times, they would travel long distance to come to the bride's house, right, to get married, and that's why when they would come, the first thing would be like shuchi. So it just wash your feet and come inside, because again, it's the even the marriage is a puja. So of course the first reason is like he's treated as Narayan, and the second is also, I mean, shuchi, because you have traveled a long distance and come to our place.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, normally, the old days when they come from long distance, they wash their feet before they enter to the mandap. But after, when going to the mandap, they welcome him, giving the angavastras. Ultimately, is reconnect. All you are saying same. It is right. They are accept him as a representative of Lord Vishnu, the representative from Lord Vishnu. And that's why they wash feet, not only feet, starting from giving asan, argha, padya, achamanam, madhuparka, padya is a wash feet, punarachamanam. So all 6 upacharas, they are offering it. Shorasha upachara, 16 upacharas we do Lord Vishnu, and 6 upacharas we do for the representative from Lord Vishnu. So that's over here. Sanatan Mishras are thinking, when that opportunity, when that day will come, I will get the opportunity, the Supreme Personality of Godhead will come to my house to get my daughter's hand. Then that time, I will wash his feet, I will worship him, Dhup, Deep, Chandan, Adi, and he will accept my worshiping. By thinking that he was praying and praying and praying to Lord. Excuse me. So that time, he called one of his friends, whose name is Kashi Mishra, Kashina. So that Kashi Mishra actually, Mother Shasi sent him to Sanatan Mishra's house, because Kashi Mishra is a very good friend of Sanatan Mishra. So when Kashi Mishra saw the Sanatan Mishra's answers and his reactions, Kashi Mishra got that, okay, this is the completely already that's, Vishnu Priya will come to Mother Shasi's house. Kashi Mishra came and give the message to Mother Shachi. When hearing from Kashi Mishra, Mother Shachi took so many items and went to Sanatan Mishra's house. So when...
Prabhuji, sorry to interact you. I am leaving, my little one is little irritated today. Sorry.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
listen the video, that one again.
Okay, okay, Sapnam.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Okay, not problem. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Shachimata, when Shachimata came to Sanatan Mishra's house, Sanatan Mishra was so happy. Long story short, Sanatan Mishra again are mentioning the Supreme Personality of Godhead are very merciful. And he show his mercy to me. Show his mercy to me. There is so many things he mentioned. Then Mother Shachi came back to house. After Mother Shachi came back to house, because there is no one to take care of the wedding areas. There is many things to arrange and things like that. So Shachi Mata start arranging the items for marriage ceremonies. And when Shachi Mata was arranging, that time, Vishwambara was asking to Mother Shachi, why you are arranging so many items? What is the reason behind? Then Shachi Mata mentioned, the reason is just a wedding. Mahaprabhu asking, whose wedding? Then Mahaprabhu, when he asked, Mother Shachi said, is your wedding, your marriage. Immediately, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu denied. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu denied, that time, Sanatan Mishra got message. When Sanatan Mishra got message Sanatan Mishra so much broke down. And that time he's mentioning, Ami kono kichu অপরাধ nahi kori, অকারণে adoro ছাড়িলা গৌরা হরি. What is my sin? Did I did any offenses to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet? That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are not accepting my daughter, not blessing me? Not only that, he mentioned, my daughter was a devotee of Lord Vishnu. She have all good qualities. Why Supreme Personality of Godhead are denied my daughter? So he started crying. He's not honoring any food. He's crying and crying continuously, day and night. The whole details are given in Chaitanya Mangal and Chaitanya Bhagavad about that. Then this message actually reached to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When this message came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned to his mother, oh mother, he sent message to Sanatan Mishra that it is okay, not to worry, I will marry his daughter. When this message was spread, all Nadia residents, all devotees are very, very, very happy. Very, very happy. So that time what happened? Haha Visham Bharadeva Moro Lajja Dila Jaya Jaya Draupadi Lajja Bhaya Hari Jaya Jaya Gajo Kekum Bhuramukhetari Pandavera Paritran Rukmini Rajivan Jaya Jaya Halla Dushkriti Vimachan. এই মতো বহুস্তব কৈলা বিপ্রবর জানিলা গৌরাঙ্গ প্রভু জগত ঈশ্বর. So after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned that Ma, please arrange the wedding ceremonies. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent one Brahmana to Sanatan Mishra's house to inform Sanatan Mishra. And when Sanatan Mishra heard that, immediately he decided that, okay, Shubhastra Shighram or Shubhastra Kalaharana. All auspicious work have to done very quickly, not wait. And specifically, if that auspicious are connecting with Supreme Personality of Godhead. So how the weddings take place? Adhivasho kale sadhu brahmana sarjan miliya korila prabhu shubha prayojan. So day before of the wedding, Adhivash was took place. You know, we say haldi ceremonies and things like that. So in our Gaudiya Vaishnava, we say Adhivash ceremonies, day before of wedding. So after Adhivash ceremony is done, that time Brahmana chanting the mantras, some Brahmanas are reading the Vedas, and so many instrument was played. And then Sanatan Mishra, he sent one Brahman. For what? That আপনি আপন কন্যা অধিবাস করে ছলমল করে অঙ্গ রত্ন অলঙ্কারে দেব পূজা পিতৃ পূজা করে যথাবিধি অধিবাস কালে জয় জয় নিরবধি. So during on that time, in the day of Adhivas, first of all, to worship Lord Vishnu, and then after Lord Vishnu worship, you will do the worship of your forefathers. You know, as many people say, is Nandi Mukhi Shraddhas. So this is called Pitri Pujas. So this all Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did during his Adhivas day, you know, day before of wedding. So other side, Lakshmi Priya, sorry, Vishnu Priya also got the same Adhivas ceremonies on their house. So Brahmanas are actually bringing the items from that house to this house and taking from this house to other house. There is some, many things are there. So after that, whole Nadia got decorated with a Toilodipam. Not only they decorated with a Toilodipam, every corners, they make a nice Rangoli decorations by colorful flowers. Many, you know, how many temples are there? It is decorated, whole temples. Anybody remember who actually did that job? Who expend his own money to decorate whole Nadia for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wedding with Vishnu Priya Devi? What is that person name? Anybody remember?
Prabhuji, is that that Muslim person? I am not remembering his name.
Starting
but
from
I think
S.
Adil Shah something.
No.
No.
Jyoti Mata?
He was a zamindar called Saturaj Khan.
Right. You got it.
I cheated. I checked my notes from last time.
That's good. At least you keep the note. So it's help. Yes, it's Shatraj Khan. So Shatraj Khan is a Jamidar, landlord, who arrange all the decorations in whole Navadvip and Nadia cities, every corners of the roads, temples, and details. Not only that, it's mentioned that every place is he actually keeping what he keeping? He keeping with the devotees with a sandalwood pug, with a garland, with the paniyas is like a drinks, you know, because that time people are not going with the buses. So people goes technically by walk. Only the groom sit on a palanquin and all other actually follow by walk with a band and things like that. So long story short, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu now got married with Vishnu Priya Devi. Many people are mentioned, many scholars are mentioned that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got married, next day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left for his sannyas. It is a wrong information because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't left next day for his sannyas. So when after marriage, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what Mahaprabhu did? Mahaprabhu start his toll again after marriage, done and everything's done. So he was giving lecture, meaning giving class to the student. And what happened? One day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, okay, let me do a little bit of his study area, okay? লৌকিক সৎক্রিয়াবিধি পরে শিষ্যগণ আপনি পরাই প্রভু পুরুষ রতন। So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching kriya vidhi, satkriya. Satkriya means, all the samaskaras. What you're supposed to do the samaskaras. Wedding, sradhya. This is his teaching to his student. Who's teaching? The Supreme Personality of Godhead. বৃহস্পতি যিনি কবি কাব্যরস জানে আপনি ঈশ্বর স্তুতি কি বলিব বচনে। Who was the worshipper worshipped by Brihaspati and others? That personalities are actually praying to Brihaspati to give knowledge. আপনি ঈশ্বর স্তুতি কি বলি বচনে শিষ্যের মহিমা কেবা কহিবারে পারে আপনি পরাই যারে জগতের গুরু। So we hear one very good thing that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches. Many times we see that mention Lord Ramachandra worship Lord Shiva in Rameshwaram. Why Lord Ramachandra worshipping Lord Shiva? As like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu worshipping Mother Saraswati. When he was having Vidyarambha Samaskaras, he worshipping Mother Saraswati. Why it is? That means the lords are accepting Mother Saraswati as the supreme authorities, or Lord Shiva as the supreme authorities, and he is their servant. Why Lord worship to his devotee? Nitya Radha Mata, can you say something about why Lord worship his devotee?
Because he wants to give them respect, like he wants to want people to respect them as the devotees.
Okay, show the respect. Ananta Karuna. So I think all of you are recognizing we having our Ananta Karuna Gaura Das Prabhu, who was previous name was Arindam Paul. In the first level, first you saw Arindam Paul, and now he has Ananta Karuna Gaura Das. So very good.
Haribol.
Changed life. He got initiation from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He came from India to Atlanta, and he and his good wife Rita was got Rupeshwari Gaura Priya Devi Das. They both got initiation, and they also one of the part of Gaudiya Vaishnava families to teach and preach for Mahaprabhu's mission.
Dandavat Pranam. With all your blessing, we just started our journey. So, Prabhu, to your question, I think any devotee is very, very dear to Lord. So he himself wants to give them glory, give them all the credit and everything. That's why he was doing that, and also set an example so that other people can also follow that example to worship them and give them respect.
Jyoti Mata, you have the same thought or something else?
I had the same thought because Bhagwanji, when he came in the Ram avatar, he wanted to show what the the ideal husband, ideal father, ideal son, ideal and how one should behave. And by praying, he was showing how a devotee should pray to Bhagwanji. He was setting an example.
Right. So yes, it is the setting example. The same times, the Lord's even more happy to serve his devotee. The Lord gets more happy when he serves his own devotee. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is one very nice Bengali verses. Bhakto amar mata pita, bhakto amar guru, bhakto amar naam diyechen bancha kalpataru. My devotee are my parents, my father and my mother. And my devotee is my spiritual master, because I can't control myself. I'm only controlled by my devotee. It's not only that, if my devotee offer food, I eat. If my devotee doesn't give food, I remain hungry or stay hunger. So that's actually lots of setting example and giving the glory of his devotees. So over here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vishwambhar, Supreme Personality of Godhead, who starts serving, teaching to his disciple, and same time who's serving Brihaspati and Mother Saraswati. So this is what Rasha actually he nourishing him this time. He was nourishing, what Rasha he was nourishing this time when he was teaching? When he fight, he have Bir Rasha, he nourish. So when he gives study, what Rasha he actually nourished? It was
Prabhuji, can you
Ashrada.
repeat the question?
When Chaitanya
Sorry.
Mahaprabhu are teaching or teaching to his student, by teaching what Rasha he actually nourishing?
Probably Sakya and Dasya.
Shakya and Dasha. Okay. Okay. Jyoti Mata?
I don't think this is a part of the rasas, but I'm thinking that it's bhakti, because by preaching, he's actually giving out the message and increasing the devotion to in everybody, just like you're doing, Prabhuji, right now.
Okay, bhakti. Vaishali?
Yeah, I think also it's bhakti. I think it's the same. Yeah.
Bhakti. Oshariya Mata?
Yes, Babaji, I agree. It's bhakti.
I agree with bhakti. Atashri?
I'm not very sure, Prabhuji, but I think bhakti may be the answer. Thank you.
Bhakti Rasha. Okay, Bhakti Rasha Ashadana. Shrivanidhi?
I don't know, Prabhu, but I don't know whether mercy is one of the rasas. It's mercy towards the devotees, or
Okay. Mercy or kindness?
yeah, out of compassion.
The fallen soul?
Yeah, out of compassion.
Okay. Radha Sheva Mata?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I was thinking as a teacher, a teacher can also be like a parent, in one of the rasas, like parental. So maybe Vatsalya ras as a parent and as a friend, but I'm thinking more Vatsalya ras because they care for their children, their students.
Okay.
They care for their students.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Nitya Radha Mata?
I was thinking like, because he's a guru, like he has an authority. So like a master and a servant kind of, but not sure 100%, but that's my thought.
Okay. Ananta Krishna. Okay. Ananta Karuna.
I don't remember or cannot recall the exact word, what is the ras, but it should be the the one that is similar to Vatsalya, because who is teaching is acting like guru, and he is like our parents, father, in a spiritual manner. So it should be similar to that.
Okay.
But I cannot recall the exact word.
Okay. Okay. So when we pay obeisances to Mother Saraswati, what is her pranam mantra? Anybody knows? Saraswati namastabhyam vidde kamala lochane.
Kamarupini. Oh, not that one.
No, okay, you go ahead. She have many one. So
I know one, Prabhuji.
Mhm.
It says, Saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambam karishyami siddhir bhavatu me sada.
So this is the prayers before you start. This is the one of the pranam mantras. Vidyarambha karishwami siddhir bhavati me sada. So when we sing, in Bengali, there is so many songs are there. It's mentioning that when Lord actually teach, so he was distributing the knowledge. The knowledge we call Vidya. Right? Vidya is a knowledge. So he was Ashadan, he was narrating the Vidya Rashaha. Because he was not there in a bhakti on that time. He's not actually presenting all the Rashas. But that time he was in a Vidya Rasha. And Vidya Rashas, because of the Vidya Rashas, he was completely in a different world. Vidya Rash, when you are having a Vidya Rashas, there is no bhakti. Only you will give the philosophy, you will give the logic, you will try to establish your logic there. And Vidya Rashas, when you ashadan, then you call Pandit. So that's why he was actually narrating the Vidya Rasha in that time. And because of the Vidya Rashas, the devotees stay far away from him. Because he always brings a lot of philosophy. Oh, you know what you are doing? It is not in a scripture. Not in a Bakaran. You sit, I will teach you the Bakaran. You guys doesn't know anything. So that's the Vidya Rashas. And Vidya Rashas can bring us in a very, not to bring us, Vidya Rashas can drag us in a different direction. What the different direction? The Vidya Rashas can drag us from the bhakti to more and more with a material knowledge. With material knowledge are really not a matter if the knowledge are not connecting with devotion. So that's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu over here. He was nourishing it. So from here, we'll start third class on coming Saturday. So what's he's doing after Vidya Rasha's Ashadan? What happened after that? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's activities. So that we'll cover on class number 3. So is 8:23. If anyone have any questions, we can discuss. 7 minutes, 8:30, we'll finish class. Thank you so much. You can raise the hand and we can ask you questions. And me or someone else also can give answer. We all can give answer. Thank you.
Prabhuji, thank you so much for the class.
1 minute. Jyoti Mata have questions. Let's hear from Jyoti Mata first.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Quick question is,
Yes.
Vidya Ras and Bhakti Ras, are they similar to Gyan Yoga and Bhakti Yoga?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Hare
You got it
Krishna.
perfectly.
Thank you.
Lord said Gyan is the everything. And after Gyan Yoga is the 4th chapter. After Gyan Yoga, he said, just forget it. Big Gyan Yoga is the best. Just forget it, Big Gyan Yoga. Then in the 12th chapter, he said, what? Bhakti Yoga.
Bhakti Yoga.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Rachana Mata. Sorry.
Prabhuji, I also have question on ras. Primarily, there are 9 ras. There are 9 in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There are 5 ras, which is Sakhya ras, Dasya ras, Madhurya ras, Shanta ras, and which one? Vatsalya ras. I never knew about Jnana ras. So there are. I never knew about Gyan ras is also there. So yeah, I just wanted to add something here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually, these rasas, because this is not connecting with bhakti, so that's why the devotional books they kept in a side. Because Lord Chaitanya
So there
Mahaprabhu
are
came and
bhakti.
narrates that rasas on that.
Oh, so there are bhakti rasas and there are non-bhakti
Vidya
rasas.
rasas also is there.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Anyone else have any more questions? Okay. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Samveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nithai Gaura Pramanande Hari Hari Bo. Thank you so much everyone, and we'll see you on coming Saturday.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
For the class.
Thank you,
Thank
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.